Welcome back to Dualbrickcity, everyone. And today's project, the Skyscraper. This of course will not be the final place of existence. This new skyscraper that I just built here and that you're seeing is gonna go right there in the back corner, right next to the Daily Bugle, on the same corner of the Daily Bugle, because this will become our Chicago downtown area. I will be inspired by Chicago and for the future projects a little bit, since I was just there and I fell in love with the city and I wanted to integrate a few parts from that city into a new city. So I designed this skyscraper. I hope you like this as much as I do. It's more of an apartment building than a business skyscraper. And it has a few features from old projects, like the green part and then this little gray part here, but I will come to that a little bit closer in just a moment and explain you what is up with that and why I integrated that into this newer, very clean looking skyscraper. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content in the future of buildings like the skyscraper or other projects coming up into the city. You don't want to miss out on those. So the new skyscraper is on a 32 by 32 base plate, and the rooms or the building itself is 16 by 32 studs wide. So which that means we have 36 studs wide here and then 16 studs towards the back. And then the building has 6 stories high, which of them 3 of those stories are the 4 16 by 32 size apartments, which can be divided into smaller rooms, maybe for more apartments or putting sig figs in it. And then we have our top loft apartment with the community garden right here. And then on the lower levels, which is a reference a little bit to Star Wars The Coruscant, we have the little bit darker areas. We have our little sci-fi district right here, which is a reference to my old city. In like I had one block that was a sci-fi block. So which I then wanted to put a small part of it into this project. The same with the ground floor level, our sand green building with the hot dog right there. I used to have a building there, bought it 1.5 years ago, built out of sand green bricks and tan bricks. I really like that building, but in my last move I dropped the building, completely shattered it, and I never rebuilt it. So I figured I'm gonna put it as a little reference to the old building. I can put a picture in here just to show it to you what it used to look like. But this is gonna be right in here and back going to the back. And then we built here a little elevator stairs. And then we have one more store in the back here. So what do you think of the skyscraper so far? I know it's a little bit offsetting in the middle of the city here, but we will move it pretty soon right back there to my little Chinatown on Wall Street next to the Brick Bank. And then it will be fitting better into the city's landscape with the Daily Bugle. Especially this way, my Daily Bugle is not just the only tall point in the city, since all of the other modular buildings and my custom modular building here, my Lego store Mandalorian Embassy, they are all about the same height. So I wanted to have something that extends it and creates a bigger downtown area. So we will have a downtown area with skyscrapers coming into this area, and then we can flatten out to the downtown or the old downtown area, which is then the suburban area. So let me know in the comments what you think so far of it. And as you can see, I haven't done anything on the interiors yet. They're all completely empty. I have a bunch of furniture over here laying from the Fabulous sets. And I'm gonna integrate those pretty soon here, but I need a bunch of tiles just to tile off all the studs and make it look a little bit better. So I'm waiting on those the tiles first before I'm gonna do any of the interior. The only room that has interior so far is my loft here, where I can just got break of pieces here trying to get this roof off. So the only room that has anything in it is the loft apartment. And as you can see, it has a little bit furniture in it, and if you recognize it, it's from the Saw Marvel set with his apartment where he and Kong are sitting. So I used some of the parts from it and integrated it into this room. And let me put the roof back. We also have some solar panels on there. And then as you can see on the top here, we have our big AC unit all connected with some tires right underneath the antenna, which is going to supply the whole building with some cool air. And then our community garden here, where we have the beekeeper. Like all of these figures are CMF figures if you recognize them. So we got the beekeeper here with this little bee hive. Then we got a lady who does all the pottery. And then the flower woman who comes with the flamingo. But her flamingo is not going to be there. The flamingo is going to stay in little Tatooine by the ocean. So I built a little roof garden on here, since that was also part of my old sci-fi district that they had on top that community garden. So I split it up, put one part down here and the community garden on top. That's this way if I want to extend it a little bit higher, I can just use the 16 by 16 area or just ramp it up all the way. And then each and every floor here is modular, so I can just take it off. I can't do it with one hand right now. But I can take each section off here except for the second story. The second story and the ground floor are one solid piece. It was just easier to build it, especially with the elevating stairs in there. But every story from the third, fourth, fifth and the sixth story, I can take them all off and use them in different areas, or if I want to extend them. And then I'm still thinking if I want to leave them as one huge apartment or if I want to divide them and make smaller 16 by 16 or minus the walls 14 by 14 stats wide rooms and make different apartments, maybe put a nightclub in one of them. And then once I have more pieces in the future, I can always extend this tower taller and higher. So it's a pretty simple build with just 4 by 6 window panels here. And then some masonry bricks that are just extending all the way around and just some filling bricks. I just did all the details mostly in the lower floor up. Also thinking that my minifigures, they will see mostly just the bottom area. Like, I mean, this is the view all the Lego figures have. Looking up, so you always have that beautiful flat area. And it looks very modern. Very sleek, very simple, and I think it's gonna look amazing in the back corner. So let's put it there and take a look. And here it is in its final place in the back corner. So this way we have a great building that will cover up this corner, but also it just goes in very smoothly into the landscape of the city. So where we go from nature all the way to the suburban area and then into the high-rise in the new downtown district. So we will have a new downtown district with skyscrapers and high-rise buildings. And then the old downtown right here. I'm gonna also put the Lego store back in this place up front here. So what do you think of this final layout? Let me know in the comments. And just look at this beautiful view of the new downtown. From little Tatooine going up into the skyrise immediately, and the same from the view all the way here from the Mandalorian Park going in there. I hope you like this kind of content. Now we'll see you soon again.